Bomber Fox at your service. Now, I know this is a video that has been critiqued by a lot of people, but there's a lot of things that I see have been missed. Let's take a look, shall we?
Responses and then we'll take the next round.
Okay, so can I respond to your submissions, because I wanted to directly respond. I was actually thinking about this coming here because I thought that it was going to be one of the coming questions. How do we even start to decolonize science? Because science is true because it is science.
No, science is not true because science. Science is true because people have demonstrated it to be true. Perhaps if you paid attention in science class, you would know that.
And, what can you do? And my response to that was, if I personally were committed to enforcing decolonization, science as a whole is a product of Western modernity, and the whole thing should be scratched off.
This is an example of what Ludwig von Mises termed polylogism. I think it should be recognized as a formological fallacy, but that's just me. It's many logic, and it asserts that the class or race or some other makeup determines the logical structure of the mind. The people who espouse this bullshit will assert that this particular idea is a product of a Jewish or a bourgeois mind, and therefore we Africans or we proletarians can simply ignore it, because it is not of our mind. In this example, she is stating that science, or the North European version of it, is something that only Europeans can understand, and that somehow magically Africans can never understand this. And so the Africans need a new form of science that they inherently can understand. But what these bullshit artists won't tell you is that there's no such thing as Western logic. There is no such thing as African logic. There is logic. There is correct reasoning, and the rules that come into play for correct reasoning. Anybody can understand this. Doesn't matter where you're from, your racial makeup. If you study this hard enough, you can understand it.
Especially in Africa. So if you want practical solutions to how to decolonize science, we'd have to restart science from, an African perspective, from our perspective of how we've experienced science. For instance, I had a question for all the science people is, there's a place in KZN, and they believe that through the magic, the black magic, we call it black magic, they call it witchcraft, others, that you are able to send a lightning to strike someone.
Oh, you like black magic, huh? Well, let me show you what those beliefs are doing to people in African countries.
Children who have been beaten, have been poisoned, slashed and abandoned by those who believe what the pastors preach. Parents are casting out their children because they believe that they're witches. Others have been killed, buried alive, starved, drowned. Nobody knows the numbers, but this is becoming commonplace. Sam Ikbiatuma has opened his house to some of these witches. He's one of the few people you can find in this area who doesn't believe what the evangelical churches preach. Here we meet Nawaka, 16, ostracised by her family, and a nail driven into her head. And who did this to her?
What?
Who did this to her?
It's an unknown person. Just knock her head, driven nail into the.
Drove a nail into her head.
I can only hope if by chance you see this, you can come to understand why maybe taking some of that Western science might actually help you. So yeah, fuck Western science. Yeah, we need our fairy tales that are driving people to accuse others of being witches, breaking up families, and are driving people to commit heinous acts against their own children, just to satisfy superstitions that a bunch of babbling Pentecostals brought over, wanting to abolish the very thing that makes all of that possible. Pretty much every piece of technology that makes your life easy, you would doom these people to annihilation.
So can you explain that scientifically? Because it is something that happens
He's right. It's not true. For all you fallists out there that think that you can just abolish Western science and get along okay, try it. I dare you. Take away everything that you have that has been created by Western science. Start all over again, reinvent the wheel. See how well you do. I dare you.
Sorry. I need to address you directly. When we started this, we agreed on certain house rules.
Okay.
And by you doing that, you're disrespecting the sacredness of the space.
You know, if you get up in the rough and tumble of peer review, there's not going to be someone saving you from the incredible laughter that every single one of your peers will just burst into upon hearing this.
And so I'd like to ask you to first please apologize to the panel directly. And then number two, understand the rules that we went by in this space. Because it's going to be very problematic. When we started, this is not an antagonizing space. And so what you're trying to do is collapse the space and make it antagonizing, which we will not allow. This is a progressive space for people to say their opinions. And we have
Progressive space. Yeah, if you think progressive means regressing back to the dog ages, that's a progressive space.
noted how those opinions are going to be laid out. So I would like you to first apologize and then go on and agree to abiding by the rules of the space. Otherwise, I would, if you're not willing to do that, I'd please ask you to remove yourself from the space. But those are the rules of engagement of the space.
Okay, I'm very sorry to the panel.
Okay, and you agree to abide
Hey, look, I can do a smug smile as well.
by the rules of the space. Thank you. Please carry on.
So I will finish. See, that very response is the reason why I am not in the science faculty. I did science throughout my high school years, and there was a lot of things that I just, but it's fine.
And I bet they're glad they don't have to put up with you either.
But Western modernity is the direct antagonistic factor to decolonization because Western knowledge is totalizing. It is saying that it was Newton and only Newton who knew or saw an apple falling and then out of nowhere decided that gravity existed and created an equation, and that is it. For whether people knew Newton or not.
It's not correct just because Newton said so. It's correct because his equations and formulas have been tested and retested, and for his time has proven to give us the best model of reality. And then Einstein comes along and gives us general relativity. If someone from Africa had done all the things that these people have done, it would not have made a difference in the validity of their claims.
So whether whatever happens in Western Africa, Northern Africa, the thing is the only way to explain gravity is through Newton, who sat under a tree and saw an apple fall.
You do know that there's other people that have been involved in explaining gravity. You know that, right?
So Western modernity is the problem that decolonization directly deals with, to say that we are going to decolonize by having knowledge that is produced by us, that speaks to us, and that is able to accommodate knowledge from our perspective.
It's not a matter of being from someone's perspective. What matters is if your model matches reality accurately. Can you demonstrate what you are claiming to be an accurate depiction of reality?
So if you're saying that you disagree with her approach, it means that you are vested in the Western and Eurocentric way of understanding.
Liar. I really do hate when people try to impugn some motive into somebody who disagrees with them. It doesn't matter what motive they're using this argument for. Is it true or is it false? And I think I'm gonna leave it here. But I wanted to give a shout out to a new channel I subscribed to, Cothrix. He does good political commentary, gaming videos, and more. Please check him out if you get a chance.